What's up? What's up?
The temperature in my apartment is hot.
When's comfort coming out?
Huh?
They're supposed to be here by 3.
Today?
Yeah, I posted you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're
got
supposed to
15
be.
million applications, things on my phone.
No, I texted him about it.
Oh, I thought
That's
you
the one
said
that-
text
no,
me.
that's the one that I was just telling you about. This is the guy that was just in here. Yeah. They told me 2:30 to 3 is when they're gonna be here. In which
Okay.
my time.
Until then, we can get you it's not gonna be as good, but what are they called them?
The portable.
Portables.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can do one of those.
So they're gonna come out today and fix it, or?
We're hoping they'll fix it. We're hoping not saying you need a new system. If you do, don't get me wrong, we'll still do it. It's just when they can do it. But they're usually the next day. Or the day
How long
before,
does it
once they
usually
have-
take to
If they have it in stock, they'll set it up for the next day.
set it for the next day? Right on.
And then if there's not in stock, I've only seen it out, and I know it's been a pain in the butt for like 3 days.
Okay.
But we'll get you a portable. It's not going to be as good as that though. But
Yeah, no.
are you sure?
Yeah, I have humidifiers in there. We have to keep humidifiers in there for the baby. So,
Yeah, but that doesn't blow cold air, does it?
and it just basically it's a giant dehumidifier. It's just sucking the water out of the air to make it to hold less heat. Anyways,
work?
so my next question is,
Yes.
so like back in December, I requested HVAC.
See, I don't. That's what she told me, that you said you spoke with me particularly.
Yeah, you were particularly upset. I was talking to your brother about coming by and fixing
Yeah.
it or whatever.
What was the comment? You didn't want to talk to me because of.
Oh, I thought
Did
that
he
you
do
were.
something, sweetie?
No, I thought you were upset with me because that day you come out there and you told me basically like nobody can go in your apartment unless I tell them to, and I'm just like, I got you, man.
No,
We're all
I
aware
got
of
that,
your
but-
authority here.
It's not about authority though. It's just that residents
Why-
get mad when they come in, when they go in. But if there's like, especially an emergency or there's something going on, and I get it, you guys. I don't want people in my apartment either. However, if I'm not here and there's an emergency, he has to go in.
I never said they couldn't go in.
You know, as far
I
as-
gave them permission to go in. You told me to not give them permission to go in. That you were the only person that could give them permission to go in my apartment.
No, I don't remember that conversation ever.
I'm sorry that you don't remember
That's
that.
okay.
Unfortunately, I did put an order for this, and I was asking. I requested HVAC back then. You said you would set up something.
You said you put an order in, and she said she looked for it.
No, I talked to you specifically. You said you would put the order in.
In
Both of you
December?
guys were in here. He was out in the hallway. I remember him being
Okay.
out there when you come out there and said that.
And
that
again,
thing.
I don't remember that conversation. So
No,
like I said,
that's fine. We
they'll
don't
be
have to
out
remember
today.
that. But what I'm asking, or what I'm
Uh-huh.
basically the point I'm trying to get to is, I've done everything that I'm supposed to do. I've come down here. I've talked to you. I've put in the request online. Some reason
But that's the thing. It's not.
they've
online.
disappeared somehow or something. So
And the only way they can disappear.
I
is
had to
if
go
they do.
through winter without heat. I don't want to go through summer without AC.
And again, they'll be here today.
Yes. Unfortunately, I have followed what you've told me in the past, and I've just gone along with what you told me. I would like some sort of is there some sort of ticket that we can get, some sort of proof that's like, hey, we are working on this. Like, if you could sign off on it. Like,
No.
I
they'll
just
be
need to
here
know
at
that you
3.
are aware
Matter of fact,
of
it's
the
3 o'clock
problem.
now. Where are they?
I'm not sure. But
No, if Emily said she called them, she called them. They said they'll be here. They'll
Yeah,
be
as
here.
soon as I texted you, that's when I got on the
But
phone.
you did Comfort, right?
Yeah, I got the
Yeah, don't do
appointment.
that because
everything
they
just
said
said
before they're gonna be here. They didn't show up till next day.
yeah, she found a work order back in December or something that said it was on the wrong heat setting or something. And I was just like, dude, I didn't have heat. It was on the wrong heat setting, and I'm still coming by and I'm trying to ask
So
you guys.
I'm gonna look for that work order. Because if that was said, your permit.
I know your brother was specifically working on it, and he was supposed to be working on it and continue to work on it, and was supposed to come back and let me know all this, that, and the other. Was supposed to fix the gap in the wall between the patio and the door, or in the wall.
He wasn't as good as we thought he was.
That is super unfortunate. Now we are 6 months later, 7 months later. I still
what? I'm
don't
sorry.
have those systems that I'm paying for.
Okay,
I
well,
am a little upset.
I understand.
Okay.
Unfortunately, all you can do is get them out here. Hold
Mm-hmm.
on a second. Let's see what they say.
So if I have to go get like a hotel room or a motel room, can I keep the receipt and issue that to y'all for reimbursement off of the rent
Okay.
for this coming month?
I will say no, but depending on what. What's wrong with your walls?
Well, there's a gap between the patio and the wall that's been there since I moved in. Your brother was just like, yeah, we can't do anything to fix that.
But you can.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Was Richard ever in there with John?
Yeah. It's
No,
fine.
Richard
Thank
was
you.
never in there with John. Richard
There
pretty
you go.
much just talked poorly about you the whole time. It was just like, you're not going to take care of this. You're not going to approve this. You're not going to approve
I can't
that.
prove
You
things
can't
I
go
don't know
fix
about
this.
it, and we do fix holes in walls.
Yeah, no
we
worries.
also fix gaps.
That's why I was just like, I definitely want to make sure I put the order in and take screenshots and email them to myself. Like, I want to make
Not a
sure that
problem.
we are completely consistent as far as the chain of accountability goes around here, because like word of mouth tends to get muddied, like it gets lost in translation or something.
Okay, so they're not gonna be here at 3:30. They're
Yeah.
running a little bit behind in another job, but he is on the way. So
He's on his way now.
she said 3:30 is when he should be here by.
It's 3 or 3.
Yeah, we got it.
She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, that's not good enough.
Large gap in the wall. So Richard went over there and said we couldn't do anything about a large gap in the wall.
Yeah, he said most likely you have to replace like the patio door or something. I don't know. This was back in December. I just assumed that you guys communicated thoroughly between yourselves.
We're supposed to. And I'll say
I'm not supposed to be the
and leave it
middleman.
at that.
takes that
I
time
can
in
have
my
John
day.
go there and look at it. I'll be honest with you, even if the caulking needs to be on it, whatever. Still in all that's either air coming in or going out of the apartment.
Mhm.
So obviously it wasn't made that way, so it doesn't stay that way.
Yeah.
And you said by 3:30?
That's what she told me.
Okay. And no, there was a lot of wrong things done with Richard. I should have never hired him. And I'll just leave that at that.
No, that is fine, but I seem to be paying for it 6 months later.
Again,
And that's, I mean, again, you hired him. I guess that falls back on you because ultimately
well, it
you're gonna
does,
pay the price for
and
it.
we're getting it fixed, but
That's why I'm not trying to be like rude or obnoxious or
No, you're
loud or cut
cool.
you out. Like, I'm just trying
you
to
have no
convey
clue how
to
much
you
I have taken
correctly
for hiring
that
him.
I am really upset about it. Like, I have a dog. If it was just me, fuck it. Naked all day long. I don't care. 95 degrees. It is what it is.
I get it. You have
Sweaty
to-
balls. But I have a kid. I have a kid that whenever I go to wake her up in the morning, she is sweaty. I don't like that. It's very anxiety
100%.
inducing.
As far as a crack in the wall,
Yeah, that's why I was just like, perhaps I can go and pay for a motel, hotel, whatever. What I mean, within reason. I'm not going to go get the
I can
Hilton
honestly-
Inn or whatever.
I can say something to my boss, but don't count on it.
No, it's one of those like I don't have to count on it. It's this issue it has persisted long enough that I feel like if I did that and I requested a reimbursement, I feel like I wouldn't have an issue getting it.
You would. I can tell you
I
that.
honestly feel like I wouldn't.
Okay, well, you do what you think is best,
Yes, ma'am.
and we'll make sure that crack is filled and that comfort gets out there.
Okay.
But that is all. As far as the other goes, you're right. I've taken a lot of crap over hiring him. It was just one of the worst employees I've ever hired.
I am sorry that he was one of the worst employees that you ever
It has nothing to
hired.
do with you. It
However,
was my stupid activity because he was family. I thought,
the responsibility does fall back on you, though.
100%.
If he is saying that he's going to fix these issues or what he can and can't do and what he's going to talk to you about, like, and again with John, if he's coming up here and he's trying to talk to you about these issues and saying, hey, this is condemned, this has holes in it, this needs to be
And
fixed.
again, I
And nothing is
understand that,
being-
but again, I don't remember having this conversation.
Okay, well,
I just
he is right
apologize.
here. You don't have to
I
remember.
can see where he's at.
Oh, okay. I'm
And
sorry.
I apologize. That's all I'm willing to do. I'm getting him out
Okay.
here as soon as I can.
No, I appreciate that. But what I'm saying is he talked to you last week about the same issue and you're...
Actually, I have not talked to him last week about your apartment.
Oh, he's claiming. That's what I'm saying. He's right here. If we don't
We didn't
remember the
talk-
conversation,
No,
then
if he
maybe
talked
can
to me
help you
about it-
refresh your memory.
It wouldn't have been last week, though.
Yeah, but maybe he can help refresh your memory a little bit. Like, did you have a conversation with her about it?
Me and Carter come in and told you.
609? Why wasn't it on the orders? If he put it on there,
It's not up
we
to
would have
me
had to
get up
delete
in
it.
there.
You can't
So,
really do that.
again, I apologize. It's being fixed now. They'll be out here in a little bit.
Yeah, this issue though is well, like I guess you're not under like I appreciate your apology, truly, Tanya. I accept your apology. I do. I am not sure that we are connecting on the same page here. Like we're
I'm not sure what you're wanting me to say, though, because I apologize. That's all I can
No,
do.
I wanted you to understand the issue that I'm having. So, like, the issue is, back in December, this issue was brought to your attention. Supposedly, I don't know for
Supposedly,
I
yes.
don't know for sure. I can't claim that it was,
But
but
you
I'm
also said you wrote it up and it's not
I'm
here.
sorry. Just give me just a second. If
Go
you
ahead.
give me just a moment, I would get to my point.
Go ahead.
December, it was brought to your attention by your brother, so he claims.
Okay.
You claim that he was a horrible employee. You got rid of him. Yada whatever. January, I came by and I know I talked to you. I remember that conversation clearly. Now, if you don't remember it, that is again.
But you
that
said you
is-
talked to me from Emily.
I'm sorry.
She
I'm
doesn't
still.
remember it.
I'm still trying to get to my point here. Just give me just a second. I'll get to it. Okay. I remember talking to you about it. I remember having that conversation with you, like clearly having the conversation with you. She was in here. Your brother was out there. He was standing in the doorway of the other place. You come out there. It was a big to-do thing, right?
Okay.
And I know I followed up with John specifically several times after that encounter. John, did I not meet with you several times in the parking lot? Anytime I would meet with you, hey, any update on my AC? Any update on my heat?
Yep.
Several times. It's not like I've just made this issue up in June. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm saying that's two scenarios in which you don't remember the conversation that was had with somebody. And here we're getting to the third time where he talked to you last week and he said, hold on,
Again.
give me just a second. I'll get to you.
I shook my head.
swear.
I can do that, but go ahead.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's just a little disrespectful if I give you the chance opportunity to
Go
finish
ahead.
your statement. I would appreciate the same.
Go ahead.
So you're claiming that you don't remember this conversation that happened last week, and he's standing right here, and he's claiming that he remembers it. So now you have two people here who is claiming and stating that they remember having clear conversations with you about this issue and about this topic, and you are claiming that you don't
And
remember
again,
these
I
things.
just apologize because I don't remember it.
Okay, yeah. But here's the thing: I have a hard time trusting that you "quote unquote" don't remember it. I feel like on
Okay.
some level
Again,
that is
I
just.
apologize. That's all I'm willing to do.
Well, I
So
feel
I'm
like
not gonna
that's
say what we're doing here.
negligence on your part. Like, I
Okay.
feel like that because it was brought to your attention several times, one by your family member, one by a worker, one by a tenant. I appreciate your apology. I want it fixed though, dude. I either want it fixed or I want some sort of assistance as far as getting my daughter into a safer place, a safer environment, so that she can sleep without having to worry about, I don't know, dying of heat exhaustion or
I
something.
get it, and they're on their way.
No, and being on their way is cool. Being on their way 7 months ago was even better, but they
Okay,
never
again.
showed up. And you told me that they were on their way 7 months ago. So forgive me if I don't forgive you now. Or
And that's
sorry,
fine.
forgive me if I don't. Forgive me if I don't believe you now. Sorry, not forgive
You
you.
don't have to believe me. They'll be
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
They're on their way. That's all I can do. I apologize.
Okay.
That's all I'm willing to do.
Okay, no, and I appreciate that, truly. But what I would like to get to the core of the issue is there's an issue here with as far as like the maintenance and stuff goes.
That's
like,
none of your concern. What goes on
It,
with maintenance?
it
and that.
is
It
because
isn't,
I'm
though.
having an issue with my unit that needs or I've requested maintenance several times and that has been either ignored, right, or forgotten about. And I don't appreciate either one. I pay y'all a considerable amount of money every month to make sure that these things are upheld correctly. If I'm doing my end and if I'm upholding my end of the agreement, I appreciate and expect you guys to hold up your end. Which for the past 7 months, like, and I've just found out by John, that's why I'm so upset right now, is that this has gone back word of mouth between the maintenance and the manager and the maintenance and the manager, and I get that. Sometimes when we're playing a game of telephone, things can get lost in translation, but it's just between two people, and I don't understand how that can get misinterpreted. I don't understand how there was such a failure, right, for me to go all winter without heat, and now for me to go half of the summer without AC. This is, again, it seems like negligence. It seems like a gross misuse
Okay.
of.
And again, I'm willing to apologize. That's all I can do and get it fixed.
Okay. Right on. Well, do you have a contact for your boss, possibly?
You can call and they will give you her number.
Or do you have that phone number that I can call?
I cannot give you her number, but you can call Brookside, and they will give it straight to you.
Brookside? Do you mind writing
Brookside
that down?
Properties.
Give me email. or
I
phone
sure
number?
will.
I appreciate that. I couldn't imagine an employee of mine using the excuse that I don't recall that conversation multiple times and still.
And again,
just-
I'm willing to apologize. That's all I'm willing to do. You're more than welcome to make the call.
I don't know. I was just making a comment, having an opinion on something.
There you go.
I appreciate your time.
You
Am
have
I
a good one.